Alright, cool. This is good. Hang on, let me do something real quick. There we go. There we go. Fine. I see Shuichi is live, and I see Robin is not live. Cool. She is currently doing a little bit of trans trainer. Let's see. There we go. Make sure to have on some sort of camera, Robin, when you get the chance. Right now you're fine, so no harm, no foul. Oh, what the heck? Hang on. A little strange, but it's okay. This is fine for now. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade my stuff at some point. Alright, I see both players are live, so yeah, we're just gonna switch on over. Switch on over here. Alright. Alright. Alright, yeah, there we go. There's Robin. What's good? What's good? Let me put out the go live message and then I'll get the seed. Let me just do this. Alright, there we go. This will be the starting seed. This is gonna be the starting seed. It's gonna be 529272. You're doing good? Yeah, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. A little bit of trans trainer practice here for Shuichi. Definitely like to see that. We like seeing that. Alright, nice kill screen. Shuichi 420 post. That's like pretty good in comp. Hello there. So that's gonna be our starting seed for today. This is looking to be a pretty. I think this is a pretty good matchup, right? You know, first place in the first place in 1C, and second place in or no, third place in 1B. This should be a good matchup. You are cold and tired. Oh no. Well, I hope that transition trainer allowed you to warm up. Is this your first? Really? This is your first NTSC match? Okay. I've never guessed. Although, I guess that makes sense since, yeah, because she didn't play Season 2, so, yeah. Oh my goodness. The sweep caused you to retire. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen this time. Surely that won't happen this time, especially since, you know, got Jonas Cub soon. Alright, both players are ready for game number 1. Let's get them going here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So like I said, on the left we have Shuichi. This is his first match of the playoffs, as he did take first place in his division, and that allowed him to get the second seed in this playoff to skip around. So yeah, we'll see what he's capable of today. On the right we have Robin, and she defeated Somalian 3-2 in round number 1. It is now here trying to beat Shuichi as well. The winner of this will take on Tagamek in the semifinals. That'll be something cool to see. 49k here for Shuichi, 50k here for Robin. And yeah, they said first match against each other, so definitely interested to see how that goes. Stats wise in the division, both players fairly even, like pretty fairly even all across the board. So this should be a fairly even matchup. Let's see how this goes. Shuichi up a little high, waiting out this bar. Alright, it's gonna clear that out and get Tetris there. 103 for Shuichi, 125 here for Robin, now up 1 Tetris. Yeah, that's kind of what I like about these tournaments. You get like, you get matchups that normally wouldn't happen. But then you get them here, so that's always a cool thing. Not sure. Well, we might see that again. We might see something like that again in the future. $175 here. Now 198 for Shuichi, 197 here for Robin. Both players basically tied, separated by like a burn here and there, so not really much to say there. Yeah, both probably looking for around that 500 trans going into 19. Yeah, both very close to each other in this stats wise. It's very interesting. Although Robin was able to get a max out to where I believe Shuichi got like an 830, so basically the same. 313 here for Shuichi, 294 here for Robin. So down only by about 1 Tetris. Nothing too significant at the end of the day. We're gonna try and see if we can get that other semi-final match done today. Yeah, I'd really like to get that done, because then maybe we can, we could finish this out on the weekend, depending on who wins. The time crunch isn't nearly as bad now since AV ended up going out to Blue Scooty, so now the time crunch isn't so bad, but I'd like to stick with what I mentioned. Alright, 408 here for Shuichi, 388 here for Robin. This is a very solid start here for both players. And we saw both of them warming up on the trans trainer, so hoping to see some very good 19 play here once we reach that point in the game. Both could even get 600 transitions going into 19 here. Okay. Alright, Robin. No, nah. couldn't really no place to put that square, so has to take a couple of burns. But this couple of burns were very clean. Didn't even complicate the board at all. Very nice play there for her. 504 for Robin. 546 here for Shuichi. Still maintaining this efficiency on 18. But despite that, only up by about 1 Tetris. Ooh, creates a little bit of a pit of doom set up there on the left. There's just no flat piece to put there, so just has to settle with that. Now board's looking a little complicated. Couple lines for transition. It's probably just gonna burn into transition, and yeah, that is exactly what he's gonna do. Shuichi transitioning at 577, and Robin here, 1 line left to go. It's gonna transition at 598. Very strong paces here in the 18. Let's see how both players approach this 19. Alright, so far, looking good. 584 here for Shuichi, 627 for Robin. Shuichi gets that S all the way to the left and gets the Tetris. Very nice. Who won the first one? Tega won 3-2. I thought you were still here. I didn't know if you had left or not. Okay, Shuichi, you're kind of a complicated board. Would really like to get out of this. Alright, gets the L, and that's going to actually uncover that hole there. Should be able to get out of this now, although very strong L dependency on the left side. Oh, Robin here with a couple of misdrops as well. Several misdrops for Shuichi, and he's actually going to be done here at 655. And Robin is going to survive her dig and take the game at 704. GG. Boop. Yeah, take a 1-3-2. It was a very close set. It was a very close set. You know, can't go wrong with that kind of set. GG. Next seed will be 6-3. Which is probably the height of some like player. I don't know. Yeah, nah, it did. There was just nothing you could do to that left side, and you had to create that pit of doom. You are 6'5". Holy shit. That's incredible. Alright, both players ready for game number 2. Let's get them going here. 3, 2, 1. Tetris 6'5" is insane. Jesus. Even I'm damn, bro, that's even like that's taller than me by like a couple inches, bro. God damn. What is with y'all in Europe and like being hella tall? I mean, I know it's like the Netherlands, so like 6 foot is like the average, you know, for like normal people, but still, that's still a little taller than normal. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that game number 1 there. Able to just outlast Shuichi in the 19 speeds. But it was a fairly even game overall. But yeah, Hazel, it's looking like it's gonna be a classic NA versus EU final here, no matter what happens. So, you know, we like that classic rivalry here in DOS, because you know, that's just the state of things. Alright, 116 here for Robin, 117 here for Shuichi. Pretty tight game here to start us off. Are you still in the library? I remember you mentioning that earlier. But it's been 2 hours now, so I'm gonna assume that you're not there anymore. That you're not just there. Cause like, I mean, you gotta be able to eat at some point, right? 209 here for Shuichi. 171 here for Robin. Down by about one Tetris. It's nothing to really write home about at the end of the day. Can easily make that up if there's some sort of dig sequence on Shuichi's side. You know, I was practicing yesterday, and for whatever reason, I play way better with dark mode on than with it off. So I'm very glad that dark mode has been enabled for all players now. 278 here for Shuichi. 265 here for Robin. Very solid 18 here for Shuichi on the left side. Hard to take any burns at all. Jesus. I'm gonna burn this off. Alright, Robin getting that square all the way to the left. Alright, now the board's a little complicated with that Z. Up a little high. Maybe let's get out of this. Shouldn't be too difficult to get out of with a couple of helpful pieces, and those pieces are coming. And they are coming quick. And yeah, with that J burn right there, Robin's going to be just fine. 301 for her, 392 here, now 415 for Shuichi. So, survives that. Nice Vits there for Shuichi. And it's going to get rewarded for that with that Tetris. But yeah, that dig sequence for Robin costed her just a tiny bit, as she is now down about 90k. Right, now it's Shuichi's turn to start burning a little bit, so a little bit of a slowdown for him. Should allow Robin to get back into the swing of things. And just as I say that, he gets a dirty Tetris. That's nice. 466 for him, 397 here for Robin. So, still up by about 3 Tetrises. 4 Tetrises now. Still looking to see that 19 play here. Yes, we did see some very solid practice for both players. Alright, Shuichi's gonna get Tetris. 539 for him, 467 here for Robin. Both players approaching transition fairly soon. Only about 15 lines left. Shuichi definitely can get a 600 transition here at this rate. Possibly a little bit more, depending on how the pieces go. This has been a very, very nice 18 for him. Oh, double flip with that T though. It's going to complicate the board. Okay, let's see what he can do. Alright, beautiful triple. And that's going to actually solve that misdrop completely. And now the board's looking just fine. 595 here for Shuichi. He's actually going to transition here at 620. Robin going to transition at 560. Let's cut the lead down to about 3 Tetrises. Once again, the players racing on the 19 speeds, seeing what they are capable of. Shuichi going to miss that L spin. Shouldn't be too bad, but would really like a bar. Gets the bar, and that should resolve the stack pretty nicely. Column 3 setup here for Shuichi, and it's actually committing to it, and it's gonna get the bar in the Tetris. 660 for him, 622 here for Robin. Has just been playing safe, consistent Tetris here, and it's actually working out for her, as she's only down now by about 1 Tetris, and she's actually gonna take the lead with that Tetris at the 678, 666 here for Shuichi. And yeah, now for every Tetris, the players will start to trade the lead. Alright, this time Shuichi does get the L spin. Very nice. And that's actually going to clean up his stack. Waiting out the bar. Gets the bar in the Tetris. 724 here for him. 734 for Robin. So yeah, this is shaping up to be a very solid game here. Ooh, I love that adjustment there for Shuichi for the bar dependency on the left side. Very nicely done. Gets the bar and the Tetris. 787 for him, 792 here for Robin. So Robin's just been plugging along. Playing very good in her own right. Waiting out the bar. Gets the Tetris. 841 for her, 820 here for Shuichi. And we could definitely see a double max out here from both players. If this level of play continues. 883 here for Shuichi, 846 now, 879 for Robin. Yeah, this lead is very close. Only separated by about 10,000 points. And both players approaching that kill screen very soon, only about 30 more lines left. 951 for Shuichi, 915 here for Robin, now 948. Down only by about 5k. And yeah, Shuichi really just balling out, trying to stay as efficient as possible. And it's been working out, these risky plays. 989 for him, 982 here for Robin. One Tetris left will get the max out for both players. 819 for Robin, 995 here for Shuichi. Is gonna get the bar. 830 here for Shuichi. Okay, Robin burns the last available bar there. Last available burn, so it's only gonna be able to get one Tetris here. Oh, it doesn't get the quick tap there, and it's gonna be done at 891. And Shuichi there with the 1.1 is gonna take game number 2. Oh my goodness, what the heck is that? What is this game? That is insane. Holy shit. Okay. See, I didn't know you had it like that. I didn't know you was like that. Damn, okay. I didn't know you was like that. That's crazy. No, that's what I'm saying, right? I didn't know you was like that. I was wrong. Okay, I thought like, oh, like, you know, you might get like a max out or something. But damn, okay. Okay, I was not familiar with your game. Alright, next seed is 7-4. Yeah, you gotta watch out for this guy. Alright, moment, that's fine. That's alright. Yeah, next seed will be 7-4. Yeah, I didn't know you was like that. Why am I getting pinged? Oh, whatever. Yeah, I'd be shivering from that too, because that was a clean, that was an icy cold 1.1. I'll be shivering from that shit too. I believe that's Robin's recorded PB and stats as well. The 891, because I think so far it's 884 for her, so this is technically comp PB in the DAS stats anyway for her. So good job for Robin. God. So while I do that, you have a B80? I know you do. But I don't know if that was in like I don't know what tournament that was in. Or B7. Yeah, I know you do, but I don't know what tournament that was in. Like, I know you do. I'm forgetting what tournament that was in, but like, in recorded like DAS tournaments, your recorded high is A80 something. Your room is 16C. What the heck? Stats are ass. Nah, they're good. They're getting a very good like facelift. Like they look pretty good now. Um, they're looking good. Um, it does make looks. It does make certain players look a little worse than they may be, but that's just due to lost data. There's not really much that can be done about that. All right, both players are ready here for game number 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Don't worry about the weight. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. That was a very good game there for both players. Yeah, double max outs. Basically, nearly double 1.1s there. What more could you ask for in a game? I suppose what you can ask for is not a let's not have the classic follow up to that. All right, good. Both players are good. What's good, Walnut? What's good, man? I'm gonna try and see if you can play later today, if at all. Because I know you said like you're technically available, so I'm gonna try and see if I can get that, if we can get that done today. I'm not sure how late Ian can go, but if y'all can both start at 2 UTC, I can stream that for sure. If you have to start a little earlier, then I'll try and find somebody for y'all. Alright, 161 here for Shuichi, 141 here for Robin. Very solid starts here for both players once again. Really liking these plays here by Shuichi. They're very... They may be a little risky, but they do work out. They have been working out for him, so... This form of play can really work for some players to where it may not work for others. That's the cool thing about Tetris and DAS. There's just so many different ways to play, so many different strategies to play. Alright, should reach up a little high. Would like to get a bar. He's gonna get the bar on this Tetris. 239 for him, 197 here for Robin. Now down only by about 2 Tetrises, give or take. Well, on the other hand, I like clean, consistent play, because like that's more my style. I can't really be super risky because my mechanics aren't super good, so I really respect you know, like players like Robin, Tui. You know, they don't do anything too out the blocks, but it does work. It does work, and as you can see, it does win games and matches. 289 here for her, 332 here for Shuichi. Very good plays here for both players. A Pit of Doom set up here for Robin, but he's going to resolve it with that bar in S. Good adjustment there. Alright, both players probably looking for around that. Maybe even 600 once again, actually. The pace is there. 446 for Shuichi, 383 here for Robin. Once again, another Pit of Doom setup, but it's actually going to resolve it with that Z. Yeah, now the board's looking perfectly fine. Just very good 18 here from both players, which is what you like to see. Helps you coast the post transition. All right, 474 here for Robin, 515 here for Shuichi. Once again, establishing this 18 pace. You know, I haven't seen much of Shuichi or NTSC, so it's nice to see him play good. Maybe that PAL training has been paying off in the NTSC. And yeah, definitely gonna be able to get a 600 here. Only needs one more Tetris. And there it is. 611 here for Shuichi, 570 here for Robin. And only down by 2 Tetrises, so she's still there. She's still right there with you. So you can never be too comfortable with the high caliber players such as her. Alright, crazy bit set up there for Shuichi. This close to transition is insane. Oh, misdrop of that Z right into transition. Got a transition at 658, but now has to start digging out this board. Alright, getting a couple of helpful pieces. This will allow Robin to start coming back. Okay, gets that bar. Gets that bar all the way to the left and could really use a T to that left side. And it's not going to find it, so it's using alternative burn setups. 674 here for Shuichi, 699 here for Robin. And you can see Robin here doing just fine. Alright, this is technically still survivable for Shuichi if he can get a bar. It's not getting the bar here. Oh, goes for the burn setup there with the L piece instead. Still waiting out this bar. And it comes, but it's not going to be able to do much. And yeah, Shuichi's going to be done at 685. Robin here at 742 is good for game number 3. GG's. And this is a pretty good pace. So, you know, if she wants to play this out, I really don't care. If she wants to play this out, go for it. This is pretty damn good. May even be able to get like back-to-back. Shaking during the whole game. I get that. I've been getting that. Whenever I like play matches and I start to shake or something, then what I'll do is I'll just kind of I'll just wear a jacket, and it usually helps me out, keeps me like stable. All right, 818 here for Robin. Yeah, very comfortable. Max pace here. All he needs like what 4 touches left. Like yeah, she should have it in the bag. Oh, but right as I say that, misdrop of that S. And it's not gonna get that part of the right. No, she's done at 862. But still, good game. Yeah, that Vitz going into transition was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Next seed is 8-5. I mean, they called like the pace player or something in PAL, right? I think they call him that. So, I mean, there's that. So, I mean, I guess he's living up to his name here in the world of NTSC. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's been eating, but yeah, nah, this pacing is crazy. All right, both players ready for game number 4. Robin looking to end it right here. Let's get them going here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I don't know if he just has like future vision or something, but nah, yeah, no, these paces have been crazy. Yeah, like we might need that. We might have to study that. All right, Robin here, waiting out this bar, and gets it there. Very nice. The winner of this, once again, will be taking on Tegamek in the semifinals. Definitely good to see that. Definitely be ready to see that. Alright, kind of a pit of doom set up here for Robin, but it's going to be able to get the L there, and Shuichi's not going to get that square all the way to the right, and he's actually going to be done at 115. Oh my god. The Pace King is actually going to falter here. Robin, your chase down is 116. And with that Tetris, it's going to be good for game number 4. And the set. GG. But, despite that, I will say, that double max game was great. That was a fantastic game. And nobody can take that away from y'all. Y'all both basically comp PB. That was amazing. You ate broccoli nuggets with fries? Oh, okay. Nice. That does sound good. Actually does sound good. That does sound good. Yeah. Yeah, good luck against Tega. Because that is who you will be playing in the semifinals. What the heck? Oh, I need to, there we go. Alright, let me see if anyone's alive. Let me see if anyone's alive right now. Can't do too much with how much you shivered. I mean, you got a 1.1, so I mean, I don't know, right? You're gonna play Geometry Dash? Alright. Yeah, have a good day. Let me see if anyone's alive. And if no one's alive, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go offline. Let's see. I see. We'll raid. We're gonna raid Furio. Let's raid Furio. Let's see what they're doing over there. It was so difficult. I mean, but you managed to pull it off. So, hey, maybe you can get that. Maybe you can get that in. Maybe you can get that kind of game. You know, during like your Dasters qualifier. All right, we're gonna go over there. I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Good boy.